everyone, this is Game Trooper 1138. Let me turn this, no, I want to adjust back. Okay. Right. Well, anyways, welcome everyone to Dead Secret. This is Game Trooper 1138. There's a crow. Now, I have recently got this game, and what this game is supposed to be about, you're in Kansas in the year 1965. Could you not interrupt me while I'm talking? In Kansas, 1965, and you're investigating the death of some professor. Now, there are suspects in question. There's the ex-wife, the female assistant, one of his close colleagues, and an errand boy. I think it's 4 people. Will you stop? Would you two stop? And you're supposed to figure out who killed him, find clues, and then pick the suspect that killed him. But not only that, you also have to avoid the killer, him or herself. So while you're doing the investigation, you're also being stalked by the killer. So we're going to do a new game. Got new game. Now, from what I've been told, this game has 5 different endings. Now, options, comfort. Okay, it looks like there's no way for me to turn the music down a little bit, so I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. But we're gonna go through this. We're gonna go through this now. Okay, I'm in. Let's see, sensor designed for people extra sensitive to virtual motion. Normal. I played plenty September 25th.
Harris Bullard was found dead in his study 5 days ago. Nobody believes me, but I think he was murdered. This house in the middle of nowhere holds the secret. There's a story hiding here, and I'm going to cover it. If I'm right, there are 4 major suspects.
Okay, I was right. 4.
Graham Wellington, Josie Herrera, Cynthia Peckman, Bobby Sawyer. I'm not leaving until I find out what happened.
Okay, I'm investigating and I have a cast on. I also appear to be a lady. Well, duh, by the voice, I'm still... Alright, in and out. Easy. Just have to find some evidence and get out of here. Hang on. I wonder if one of the endings is to just leave. I have to get out of here. Is it? It is. Oh, okay. Yep, just walking out is one of the endings. So it's worth risking your life. Okay. I'm stuck here in Kansas writing the gossip column. What happened to your arm? It may be boring, but at least it's safe. Oh, sometimes you gotta take risk. I guess I can live with that. Can you really live with that? Dead Secret by Rob. Okay. Okay, we're back. It's still typing. It is still typing. Maybe the typing noise will go away. This story is going to get me back. Get me out of this backwater town. A small part so tightly with twine, I can't open it with my bare hands. Let's see. Reclusive proof found. Professor. My proof. Wait, that means proof. No, it means professor. Reclusive professor found dead in home. That is getting annoying right now. I don't know how to make that stop. September 23rd, 1965. Gov. K.S. Harris Bullard, a retired college teacher, was found dead in his home Monday. The body was discovered by Bobby Sawyer, who worked part-time for Bullard running odd jobs. A police investigation has concluded that Bullard died of natural causes. He was 63. Bullard moved into his home on Rampo Way several years ago, but was rarely seen about town. He was a private, reclusive man who seemed to have few friends. Bullard raised eyebrows last year when a former student, a pretty young woman named Josie Herrera, moved in with him. Bullard's will, written in 1957, leaves his entire estate to his ex-wife, Cynthia Peckman. Peckman will reportedly sell the house and its contents immediately. Harris was a genius in his discipline, said Graham Wellington, a former colleague. The field of neuroscience is considerably poorer without him. Okay, Harris Bullard, retired recluse, found dead in his study. Police ruled death natural. Bobby Sawyer ran errands for Bullard, found the body. Josie Herrera, Bullard's live-in assistant. She was a live-in assistant? Okay. Cynthia Peckman. Oh, darling. Why did you bring in home this young assistant? She is very repulsive. She may try to steal my pearl earrings and my pearl necklace. Oh, darling. Sorry, that's what I picture her sounding like. She is ex-wife, inheritor of Bullard's estate. Graham Wellington, former colleague of Bullard. Well, Bullard, I believe your studies will, sure enough, shine some light on whatever it is you're studying. Right. Will that stop? An old piano is blocking the way. Looks like the mover's pushed it over here. If my arm wasn't broken, I could just push it back. Why are you doing this with a broken arm? Unfortunately, I can't move it. I can't lift this stuff with one arm, even using a hand truck. They sure aren't wasting any time selling off Bullard's stuff. No, they are not. Okay. Can anybody read any of this? Anybody that can translate any of this or knows what language this is? I'm sure this door leads to the room where Bullard's body was found, but it's locked. Wait, this isn't the crime scene. I need to investigate the study. Okay, let's go back over here. No. This drawer is missing its knob. I can't open it. Okay. Oh, it's a small key. Small key. Objectives. Investigate the crime scene. Okie dokie. Okay, that just closed by itself. That's not scary at all. Small key unlocked the door. Yay! Hello? This is where Bobby Sawyer found Bullard's body. He'd been dead for a couple of days, though. The coroner ruled that Bullard died from pancreatic failure. The body didn't have a mark on it, no trauma, no sign of struggle. If he was murdered, his killer was pretty sneaky about it. Turn. Oh, yeah. What is this? There's a page from my manuscript here. The man who could see with his skin. In 1926, I met a man who could see with his skin. His eyes were sealed with wax and bandage, yet he remained aware of the room around him. We held up signs which he read, and fingers which he counted, even when we stood behind him. This music is distracting. Hang on. Okay, let me read this first. After the performance, I gave him $200 for the secret. He explained that he could see as long as some part of his skin remained exposed to the air. He described it as a shift in the wind or a slight breeze on his face. The subtle motion of the hair on his arm. After years of focus and practice, he had developed the ability to form a mental image of his surroundings based only on the slight sensation. This man had achieved a form of idiofocus. Granted, he only had access to a very narrow range of sensory information, but the result was powerful. I immediately resolved to discover the secret of his ability. Now, almost 4 decades later, I am very close. There's a newspaper clipping here. It reads, Eyeless Joe found dead at hotel. Weird. That is weird. Okay. Is there not objective? There is no options menu. Okay, I'm just gonna have to deal with this then. Something about this painting makes me uncomfortable. It's very bleak. Okey-dokey. Right. Okay. I don't see what's uncomfortable about it. It's just a painting of a house with fence posts, just no fencing. What's this? The Snow Woman. Adapted from an original translation by Theo Heron. An old man and his son climbed a mountain to collect firewood. It began to snow heavily, and unable to make it back home, they decided to pass the night in a small hut. In the middle of the night, the young man awoke to see that a door had blown open. A tall woman with long hair and a white kimono was leaning over his father, blowing her breath upon him. When she saw that the son was awake, she said, "You are a handsome young man, so I will let you live. But if you ever speak of this to anyone, your life shall be forfeit." Keep forgetting to press X. In the morning, the young man found his father frozen and dead. He climbed down the mountain alone and never spoke of the episode. A year later, he met and married a young, beautiful girl. They had children together and were happy, but the night of his father's death still weighed heavily on his mind. One night, after having a bit too much to drink, the man told his wife about his encounter with the Snow Woman. She was furious. "You promised not to tell," she screamed. And before his eyes she became the tall woman with long black hair and a white kimono. "If it were not for our children, I would end your life here and now. I would spare you for their sake, but if anything ever happens to them, you shall pay the price." And with that, she melted into the wind and was gone. Okay. Hello? Is someone out here? Oh, God! Okay, it's just a crow. It's just a crow. But that's an interesting story. Well, what's over here? Okay, here's a paper. Joe, something is after me. It's creeping around the house, trying to get in. I'm sure of it. I heard footsteps outside and creaking on the roof. It's not safe here. I've taken the adiofocal lenses from their normal location and hidden them in my study. I've sent you a package that you'll know what to do with. Check the map for the maps. As usual, X marks the spot. Harris. P.S. The sequence is west, east, north. Bullard hid something in this room. Very suspicious. This will be a great hook for my opening paragraph. Okay, there's something in there. Something's typed out here, but the paper is so far into the feeder that I can't pull it out. Lady, I'm sure those not. Wait, you only have one hand though. I forgot. No dial tone. It's a note with a foreign symbol on it. Underneath it reads north. Okay, that mask there I have seen before. Some of these I haven't seen before. If I had to take a guess, this guy was into Japanese culture. Okay. Oh. What's this? It looks like a tiny camera lens. Circular lens. Okay. What's in this? Another piece of paper. Harris Bullard, I am woodcutter. Your past has caught up with you. It is over. What's this? Who is Woodcutter? Woodcutter. Threatening Bullard. The plot thickens. Scissors! I found a pair of scissors. I can use these to open that package in the other room. Yay! Let's do a little bit more digging around, shall we? It's a clay statue with a weird face. One of them appears to be missing. Okay, so it's supposed to be two. Is that the Babadook? I've never seen a map laid out like this. There's a spot marked with an X. Let's see, if my geography is correct, that's supposed to be on Japan. So, spin it around. Hello, Japan. Ah! It's a small box. Let's get a better look at it on a desk. Let's see here. One of the buttons is missing. Okay, so push, push, push. Okay, that's okay. So it's missing a button. Okay, it's a weird-looking mask. I think I've seen masks like this before. Maybe they are Japanese. They are Japanese. It kind of feels like they are looking at me. What did they see in this room? Oh, these masks, I've seen a lot of things in this room. These masks are making me uncomfortable. That's because you have never seen masks like this, lady. You don't watch any kind of, well, this is 1965. I don't think anime was a thing yet. Quantum mechanics and functional analysis, not exactly light reading. Full of technical books. I wonder if Bullard actually read them all. Okay, wasn't helpful. Bullard has some pretty advanced degrees. This one is from the University of Chicago, 1935. Boy, I'd love to visit Chicago. Is this a time to talk about going to visit places? A man died in here. There's a murderer on the loose. Which reminds me, I need to keep an eye out. The door is locked and there's no keyhole. One of Bullard's diplomas. Doesn't turn on. Guess it's broken. Okay. Ah. The woman in white with the long dark hair, like from the story, is a picture of a woman. She's wearing a white kimono and standing in the snow. Yep. It's a record player. There's no record inside. This room is a regular library. Some of these volumes look ancient. It's all covered in dust. Probably because there's so much to read, he didn't have time. Oh! It's another lens. I found two of them now. Yay! I forget. I cannot move. I have to select where to go. Okay, let's go over here and let's investigate what's in the package. What the hell? What? No, 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 no. 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 Let's see, it's an old book. It says Kiwanden. I have no idea. If anybody can, like, okay, on the cover, whatever that means, the author is Lakafto Hearn. Okay. Right. I guess back into this room then. Whoa, what? That wasn't on before. That's weird. I could have sworn the TV was off before. It was. Turn on. I guess that's broken. It is not broken. It is not broken, lady. Oh, hello. can't push the book all the way. Feels like it's hitting something. Wait, there's something jammed way back there. It's a flat triangular wedge. There's some sort of foreign writing on it. Ah! We found a button! We found a button! Okay, there's nobody around here. I'm okay. We're all okay, right? Yeah! Everything's fine. There's not some killer. Let's see. Go there. Now, let's see here. Okay. Let's see. What do you... There's a sequence. Let's see. It was west. No. That... Darn it. West, east, north. Okay, I don't know how to open it. Let's see, there's not much I can do. I gotta figure this out. Let's see, it's a crow. Let's see, can I do anything with these circular lenses? Nope, that's a no. Okay. There's gotta be a way to open this stupid thing. No, that's not it. Ah! No. Wow! What is that? I see the lenses fit into the mask's eye socket. It's like a weird pair of goggles. Like a weird mask. Whoa. Oh! What the hell? Who was that? It was you! Devil! Mask! Thingy! There was a page taped to the back. Josie, if you're reading this note, then something must have happened to me. I may be dead or missing. If so, you're the only person who can save our research. The truth is, I'm being threatened. It started before I left the college. I get notes every few months from somebody calling himself Woodcutter. What he wants is access to our research. He wants me to turn over our plans for the lunar dream apparatus. Josie, my life is in danger. Woodcutter knows things, secret things about my past that nobody should know. I'll not yield to simple blackmail, but lately, the threats have escalated. I am sure that I am being watched at the house. I sometimes hear things on the other side of the wall. Yesterday, with the mask on, I thought I saw somebody reaching for me. It's a warning from my subconscious. I am no longer safe here. I've locked our research away in the safe upstairs. I want you to retrieve it and leave. Destroy everything before you go. Burn the house down if you have to. Just get the research and get out of here. Head for a big city where it's easy to hide. I'm counting on you, Joe. Don't let our work fall into their hands. Harris. Okay. Harris Bullard, blackmailed by Woodcutter. Woodcutter is our primary suspect. Josie Herrera, ordered by Bullard to destroy their research and split. I knew there was more to this story. Whatever Bullard was mixed up in, I bet there's evidence in that safe. Escape the crime scene. Who is Woodcutter? Open the safe upstairs. Hello? I thought I heard a whisper. Don't play games with me. I freak out easily. Can I put this mask on? Yes, I can. Okay, let's take it off. It's kind of freaky. Right. Okay. Just walk over here. My hunch was right. Bullard's death is definitely fishy. Better stop and review my notes. Let's see. Harris Bullard's body was found by... That's it. Bobby ran odd jobs for Bullard. Could he have done it? He certainly had the opportunity. Bullard was scared. He worried about losing his research. That's it. Blackmail. I knew this would be a scoop. Somebody wanted Bullard's research. He must have been killed for it. Really? Bullard was being blackmailed by... Woodcutter? That's it. Woodcutter. What is that supposed to mean? This is the kind of juicy detail I came here to find. Okay, to sell this story, I need some real evidence. Let's go check out that safe upstairs. Whoa! What was that? Left or right? Let's go right. Oh, keep the jokies in. There's the safe, so I made the right choice. There's something over there. What is that? It's a plate with a circular dial. Okay, is it any importance? Oh, whoa. Oh, wait, go back. I just now noticed that. Okay, stop walking. Stop. Okay, let's walk backwards.
It might say reporter on my desk, but I spend most of my time at the Standard making coffee for my editor. I'm tired of writing the gossip column. This story is my shot at the big leagues. When I prove that Bullard was murdered, all the big papers will come calling. I'll finally escape this backwater town. This is it. The chance I've been waiting for.
Okay. Here's the safe, but it's locked. Find the safe combination. Like a tomb. The air is so stale I can barely breathe. That's not good. Alright. Let's see. H. Bullard, daily log, November 2nd, 1964, a year before he was murdered. We did a test run of the ideofocal lenses today. At first we did not know how to interpret the results, but now I believe they are working better than we had anticipated. Instead of an unfiltered stream of sensory information, what we are seeing is subconscious memory. The lenses distort in response to visual stimuli that the wearer has some knowledge of. They see what my conscious mind cannot. Josie proposed that we are really doing is mining dreams. Dreams are, after all, a form of ideofocus, a time when the subconscious comes forward and shows us truths that we might not otherwise recognize. What we are striving for is unrestricted access to dream thought. As a control mnemonic, the mask works pretty well. I could tell that Josie was dubious at first, but now she understands subconscious thought is potentially dangerous to the subject. We will need a physical object to enable the mind to compartmentalize, providing the wearer with some degree of cognitive protection. A permanent augmentation will require a much larger apparatus. We will need some other kind of focus mnemonic to help the brain control the deluge of dream information it will receive. Something large, ubiquitous. The moon, perhaps? The lenses in this weird mask. Dream thought? The moon? Well, there's no chance of that. Alright, let's go over here. See if we can't find a safe combo in here. I don't like standing in front of a mirror! What is this? There's a piece of a torn up photo here. Okay, you go. Let's put you here. That's not right, but okay. I am clicking on this. Okay, let's try it again. Let's, you. For real now? Okay, that'll do fine, I guess. No. No. There. It's an old photo of the two men on a ship. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's it? What? Stop moving. I was trying to read that. I'm getting close to the truth now. I'm going to blow this story wide open. If you say so, Lois Lane. Thinking the drawers have been packed up already. Really? Okay. Okay, here's another... Stop. Here's another piece of paper. Harris Bullard, I am Woodcutter. I know your secret. James Luro sends his regards. Kidder is my prime suspect. I bet his blackmail scheme went south, so he killed Bullard. Okay. The bedside table has been emptied already. Oh, darn. Whoa. There's a page hidden behind these boxes. Yeah. H. Bullard, Daily Log, April 9th, 1964. Again, a year before. Woodcutter sent me another note today. He knows things nobody should know. Secrets I buried 20 years ago. He knows about James Lowry. It's impossible, but somehow he knows. I can tell he's getting closer to me. His notes are mailed from the Gove post office, and last night I could swear I heard something moving around outside. I haven't been this scared since Chicago. I need to be patient. He's going to have to reveal himself to me at some point. If he wants my research, he'll have to wait until it's completed. I don't believe in ghosts. When I find him, I will kill him. Knows about James Luro. Local to go. Very interesting. Please don't be anything in the mirror. Okay, it's just my sexy self and my broken arm, that's all it is. I'm a beautiful lady. No one would ever harm a beautiful lady. Okay, maybe... Hi! Hello? Yeah, he's still there. I don't like it. He's still there. Let's see. Hero says helicopter may win Vietnam War. February 16th, 1965. Da Nang, South Vietnam. A Medal of Honor winner from Kansas said today the helicopter may win the war in South Vietnam. Marine Major Douglas Big Tom Thompson, 39, of Fortuna, won the nation's highest military award during World War II, manning a bazooka in Iwo Jima. Major Thompson is attached to the Marine Helicopter Squadron operating along the coast and northern border of South Vietnam. Thompson's father lives in Wichita, I guess that's supposed to be Kansas. As a leatherneck, Thompson destroyed 16 Japanese strong points and killed 75 Japanese on Iwo Jima in 1945. He is the only Medal of Honor winner currently serving in Vietnam. The most effective weapon in Vietnam, the Viet Cong use is terror. The big pipe smoking Marine said the most effective one against them is the helicopter. Is he still there? Yes, he's still there. He is still there. Gonna walk towards the bed. Must be Josie Herrera's room. What do we have here? Dear Diary, today is an anniversary. It was 5 years ago today that I found Dad's name on an old research paper at the U of C. He had written it in 1933, 8 years before I was born. I didn't know he had gone to college. I had never really thought about his life. He was just a name on my birth certificate. Dad ran out on Mama after the war. He had gone off to fight and just never came back. When he stopped writing, Mama thought he'd been killed. I remember her crying at the kitchen table. The war ended. Life went on. Mama died without ever finding out what happened to him. I used to hate him. Hated the idea of him. Hated my mother a little bit too. I figured Dad was just a deadbeat who ditched Mama because he didn't want a kid. But when I found his name in the library, something changed. I couldn't stop thinking about him. Deadbeat dads don't study physics, do they? What is he doing now? What does he look like? Is he married to somebody else? I traced him here to Kansas, but finding him is taking longer than I expected. Okay, Josie Herrera came to Kansas to look for her father. Is he still there? Yes, he is. I don't like it! It's a bad idea to go in the mirror. Okay, why? Yes, I know he's there. I've been looking at... Quit the music! Quit the music! I don't like the music! The window is painted shut?
Bill told me to cover Bullard's death, but he's just looking for gossip about the young assistant. But I took it seriously, did the research, followed every lead, like a real journalist would.
Yeah.
It paid off.
Or like a
I found
detective.
something everybody else missed. A note, a half-thought, scribbled in the margins of the coroner's draft report. It read, "Hypothermia in summer?"
Ooh. Yeah, that's, He moved. Where'd he go? 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 I'm panicking. Okay. There's a dial. It looks like a, yeah. There we go. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. It's a duck! There's a duck! It's a duck in a basket! Oh wait, it's some sort of bird. Ah, a small wooden knob. Okay, that's for that drawer that's downstairs. And another. Dear Diary, today Dr. Bullard and I built a chassis for his new weather device. It's weird, as usual. I don't really get why we're building it, But Dr. Bullard doesn't explain things. Tomorrow I need to go buy some bottles for the base. Today was Mama's birthday. She would have been 54. I bet she would have liked the work I'm doing. Now. I hope she's proud somewhere. I had the nightmare again last night. It's been over a year since I had it last, but it never changes. I've written about it over and over, but the writing seems to help, so I'll tell you about it again. I'm 5 years old, in our apartment in Chicago. It's dark. I have gotten out of bed to get some water, but I hear something coming from Mama's room. Ooh. I peek in and see a tall man standing over her. He has his hands around her neck. He's breathing hard, and in the cold night air I can see his breath. It streams out of his mouth like smoke and seems to cover her. There isn't any breath coming from Mama. She's already dead, but he continues to squeeze. When I was a kid, I thought the dream would go away when I grew up. It hasn't. Okay. Josie Herrera has recurring dreams about her mother's death. Rats! The safe combination isn't here. I'm pretty sure I saw a drawer with a missing knob. Downstairs, though. Nothing standing in front of me! Shut up, crows! Okay, that's from the lamp. Okay. Okay. Everything seems to be okay. Oh! Dead end. Huh. Huh. Ending S, ending A, ending B, ending C, ending D. Oh my God. Oh, woo. Ooh, yee-ha, ooh-ah. Ooh, yee-ha, ooh-ha-ha. Oh, things got a little bit too intense there. Maybe I should have hid underneath the bed. I don't know. Oh. Yee-ha, ooh-ha. Yee. Well, I'm gonna end this video here, but thank you all so much for watching. Wow. I know the graphic quality of this game is not that great, but it's still a pretty good game. I have to give a round of applause to the creators of this game. It's pretty interesting. I like a good mystery solving. But if you want to check this game out, it's available on PlayStation, on the VR. You can play it in VR if you want to. You don't have to. There is an option to do it flat, is what it's called, but the other option is VR. So I'm going to play this one in VR. But it's called Dead Secret. And this game's pretty fun. I like it. Like I said, I like a good mystery solving. But I'll do another video on it as soon as I can. But thank you all so much for watching. This has been Game Trooper 1138, and I will see you next time in transmission.